Welcome back to Danganronpa. If you are new here, please join the family. It would make my day if you guys subscribed and like and get in the comments and tell me who your favorite character is or what your favorite color is. I don't care what you say, just, I don't know, say hi and I'll say hi back. When we left off, Makoto had to prove that the murder did not take place at a certain time. And I hope you guys are having a good day. If not, I hope this makes your day a little better. So Makoto's got to prove that the murder didn't happen at a certain time. Otherwise, we're going to go to Hades.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30,
it would have got
then
soaked.
It should have been completely soaked.
Yep.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly.
Okay.
The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
But just the top, Toku.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet?
What?
How dare you spew such indecent words?
You're gonna get me demonetized. I'm gonna fight you, Toku.
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Toku corner.
Man, you're totally wacko.
Yes, thank you, Hero. We agree with something. My game just froze. Are you
If
serious?
you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
Well, I'll tell you why. I need to prove that it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toku with a certain evidence, and that should do it. No. This is how we starting it out? Are you serious? If we look at the body itself, it should make clear. You're not serious. They're serious. I think the tab button.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No! I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me?
No.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No! I don't know anything.
It's so fast. I am trying to keep up.
Are you trying to blame me?
No.
I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No!
I did it.
Don't know anything.
Don't do this to me.
Hold on. Are you trying to blame me?
Oh my god.
How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
I don't know.
This should prove it.
Okay. Are you serious? This is how we gotta start this out? I better get some hearts back, or a little bit of it
Just
at least.
remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers.
Oh, that gave me a headache.
The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry.
Mm-hmm.
If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
Exactly. Even if like, because I know they're gonna bring out the tarp. Even if the tarp was on top, it should have still got wet. Like the bottom of it, like under it, should have got wet. Like the water should have leaked under.
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I mean, okay.
I'm so sick of her.
I feel it. Like right now, I feel it.
Let's just move on.
Yeah, let's move. Let's go
The
on.
reason only the top half was wet was because
You threw water on it.
while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
It looks like you hit the whole body, but I mean, just a drawing.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
So, if it happened after 7:30, that means we didn't do it.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
Yep.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night
To
7:30 this
7:30.
morning, right?
Y'all getting it. Look at y'all coming
So
to
there's
the
no way Makoto
conclusion.
could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
Yep.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi
It's
is Kyoko.
Kyoko, please don't tell me you did it. Kyoko's the only one without an alibi? Which means that Mukuro's killer is... No. I refuse to believe. Kyoko murdered someone? That's...
I'd just like to say one thing.
Uh-oh.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
What do you know? Where were you this whole time?
Which is why I can't let that happen.
Oh no, she's gonna pull some kind of... Oh, please don't go crazy like Celeste. Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone.
Yeah.
This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
I gotta agree with her.
A trap?
Yeah.
We're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me?
Because it is you.
Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
Thank you.
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
That worked. Let's do that more often.
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
You're gonna have to explain Byakuya because I don't understand either.
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything.
Ah.
So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko?
I don't think so.
But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all.
Right.
And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
I hate that I'm agreeing with him, but he's right, but I still think that Kyoko can get herself out of this.
So, that was her motive?
Don't follow
She had a
everything
motive
Byakuya say.
and no alibi. Well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
Kyoko, please say something.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
What? Did you just turn it around on me?
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
She's finna bring up the tarp.
Interesting. I'm listening.
And of course, you're just feeding into it because you like drama.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
She's talking about the tarp. A certain something at the scene that was used to cover the body? Could it have been the tarp? The tarp, where is the tarp? Where is the tarp?
I got it!
Oh, we got a little of our
You're
hearts
talking
back.
about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water.
I get that Kyoko's trying to fight for her life like she didn't do it, and I don't really believe that she did do it. I do believe that this is something that the mastermind set up. But I know Monokuma has this rule that he can't kill. Can he really do something like that? And two, we're like, I mean, only because I'm cold, not because I'm bored. Why would she turn it around on us?
In fact, that's exactly what the killer did.
Okay.
The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water.
And the other side was clean.
The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
Wow.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Did we really kill? Like, I don't know what to say either. Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No. I can't think about that right now. The tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? That would be definitely right. But the body, it had blood on it.
Something's not right.
Yeah.
And what might that be?
I can't worry about Kyoko's motive. We can't worry about Kyoko at all. I was just sitting here thinking, like, if Makoto worries about Kyoko, then we go down. We can't do this. If I do something, everyone's going to think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. What do we have? Body before explosion, explode, body analysis, fragment near the dead body.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
Okay.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side
Dirty
is
on one
because
side.
the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Protected from the
Since
water.
it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Didn't get dirty. I remember the blood on the body hadn't dried yet. Byakuya even warned us not to touch it to avoid getting blood on us.
By covering the body with the tarp,
the
killer prevented it from getting wet.
Is it?
So the reason the tarp was
Exploded
only
body
dirty
analysis?
on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
Okay, making
But
sure.
the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body,
I think this is what we
of
have to
course it
shoot.
didn't get dirty.
That's not it?
Shoot!
Oh no! No! I lost a heart. What was it?
By covering the body with the tarp,
Fragments near the
the
body.
killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side,
I do have to absorb
because the
something.
sprinkler got that side wet.
But the
Exploded
underside of the
body.
tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Okay, protected from
Since
the
it
water.
was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Is that what we have to shoot? No. It is.
that's
Oh,
wrong.
okay. Okay. Yay. Oh, sorry. I had the wrong thing. I was thinking.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it.
That is true. I was thinking
Because
incorrectly.
the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you.
Mm-hmm.
If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood
It
on
would
it.
have definitely got blood on it somehow, even if it was just a little bit.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
Where? Hero.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, true.
Hero corner. You and Toku.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Huh? The blood was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
The chicken. She's talking about the chicken.
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
The chicken.
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office.
That is actually a good thing, but that's not what they're talking about. They're talking about the chicken.
That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Yep. They got the blood right there in the garden, right? Which must mean the chicken. Where's your chicken? Chicken.
I got it!
Get some more hearts
Could it have
back
been
before something bad
Chicken
happens.
blood?
Yep.
What? Chicken blood?
Mm-hmm.
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were...
Oops. It was 5 chickens. It was
But
5
after
chickens.
the murder, there were only 4.
They were saying it was 5 chickens. I messed up and hit the button.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood?
Looks that way.
Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful.
Is that really the
They
most
should have at
messed
least
up
eaten
thing? Is that really the most messed up thing that's happened in the school?
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
I still don't think it's Kyoko, but I definitely don't think it was us.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense.
Okay.
You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right?
Right? My game froze again.
But
It
if
just
that's
keeps
the
freezing.
case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body.
True.
But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it.
True.
The ground was completely clean.
Why do those shoes look so familiar? Like the shoes are really like drawing my attention. And the nails. Who has nails? And
I have to agree, that certainly is strange.
yes.
Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
Ooh, that could have been something that happened, but where did they do it?
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
No, it was just draped over the body.
I think so.
No, Makoto. No, it's
Wait.
draped over.
No. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off. But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood.
Oh, they murdered a chickie.
This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
Is it Byakuya or Hero? It could possibly be Hero too, because remember they said they went to the garden.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
Wait, what do you mean?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body.
Oh, so you're saying that they were under the tarp?
They'd be done in no time.
Maybe. But still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Oh, she's trying to turn it on us.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
Kyoko, why?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
Why are you trying to turn it on
I
us?
must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Byakuya! Our little intimate moment with the wolf of Ragnarok and stuff? And you gonna turn on me like this? Oh god. And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. And this has been added to our truth
Well
books.
then, it looks like we're back to square one.
Yep.
Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
Wow.
For serious,
She
man?
really turned it
Which one
around
of them
like that.
did it?
That is crazy. Kyoko is smart and cute. That is crazy.
Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Shut up, dummy.
Oh,
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No. Corner with Kyoko.
no,
with
not
Toku, I mean.
that. I just remembered something super serious.
Okay, Hina, bail us out.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black
Oh
and
God, no, you're not bailing us out. You're sinking us deeper. We had the knife.
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right?
Yeah.
According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
Oh my God, Hina, shut up.
That's what I thought when I first saw it.
Hina,
I just remembered.
shut up. Listen, more important, now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it? We can't let Toku keep it. That's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyways. So what to do? Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Huh? Me?
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
Oh God, we can't get out.
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just,
There's no reason to hide it. There was one knife available and you guys knew you gave it to me. I couldn't be sure of what actually happened that night. I thought maybe I did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed.
There's literally one knife and you guys clearly gave it to me. I shouldn't have had to. You guys should have came to that conclusion on your own.
The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. Please don't be another... Okay, so make your argument. Okay, that's fine. Disguised dead body, explode body announcement, fragments near dead body.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Okay?
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
No.
So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
Stab.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
No, that's not it. That's not it. We already established that the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed. Which means when the knife was thrust through the coat into the body.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
I think I have to absorb something.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
No, I don't have
It
to
really
absorb.
is,
no.
isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
I think it's this disguised dead
Just
body.
because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her.
No,
right?
listen, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Am I gonna get a little bit of my hearts back? Just a little bit? Just a tiny bit of
Wait,
my heart?
hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her!
Yes, we did.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right?
Right.
In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Oh, wow. That's right, Makoto. Let him know.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body,
Right?
the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body.
Right.
Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
It's already been established, I think, in the Monokuma file. I can't look at it right now, but I think they said that.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
It said stab, stab. The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No. There's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down. Oh, yep, for everyone to see, yep.
I got it!
Yeah, I got
The
a little bit of my
Monokuma
heart back.
file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that.
Then the knife.
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer.
Oh, Kyoko. It's not looking good for you.
They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her.
I figured this one was going to be a tough one just because. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. Because Kyoko, she's a tough opponent. She's a very smart person, so she can come up with a lot of stuff to get her to weasel her way out of it. So I figured this one was going to be hard.
Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing.
Right?
The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her.
Yeah.
It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward.
Yep.
They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kinda goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
Oh, I think that's a little obvious.
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Oh my god, hit him with something. Throw something at him.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
Thank you, Hina.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion!
Dang it. Get in the corner, hero.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
Oh, but you can't tell her. Explanation I think I could think of. Of course. No, it's not the fragments near the body. Where is it? Where is it? For the explosion? Oh, I guess we gotta use that.
I got it!
Okay, alright.
After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Yep. And that's where I'm gonna leave it, you guys. Thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. I might upload a video the exact same day I upload this one. If not, I'll probably upload it tomorrow. But make sure you do something positive today, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye.